So guys, hello. Can you hear me well? Is all good? Because I've received like one message about the sound, but is it okay now? Just came back from the meeting, so sorry that I'm a bit late. Yep. Okay, so just put it here. So the comp is ready, and I'll use my laptop, I think, for the comments. Okay. Yeah, it was sunny outside, so I had the glasses on, the sunglasses on, so not necessary for the stream. Okay. Music is fine, not interfering with the stream. You can hear me well, right? So it's how many minutes to go? Okay, 5 minutes. You can turn on the computer. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay, fine. So, well, I was drinking coffee as well all the time, but depends. Evenings, I'm usually drinking tea, and like the afternoons and mornings, coffee. So guys, the music is fine, yeah. I mean, in terms of not the music itself, but it doesn't interfere with the voice, right? It's okay, yeah. You can hear me correct, all good. Ready, set to go, and let me just check. I think it was yesterday's game, but round 2. Yeah, also let's try and see what is the best board that you want to see here. Like, is it the classical chess board, or we set to something else? Which one? Okay, which board sim, guys? By the way, the chat I will set, I think, to 15 seconds to go faster. We don't have many people here, so let me do this just a moment. Let's do 0 seconds for now. Okay, minimum 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Or I just turn off the slow mode. Yeah, that's fine. Let's try like this. Yeah, right now in Moscow, but we'll soon be in Baku in a few weeks' time, I guess. Maybe earlier, maybe slightly later, but we'll see. A cappuccino. So. Sagar starts today, but he told me that he will start like after 1 or 2 hours after the game starts, so we'll see. And yeah, what board sim, guys? Don't distract me. Which one? You decide. You decide. Hello, hello everyone, welcome. Which board? Blue one. Just a moment and we start. 2 minutes left to the start of the game. Also, guys, does somebody know where to get the live transmission of the video? So by the way, just so that Anish's prediction is c4 for today. I think this board is fine, right? I actually like this one the best, but if you are not objecting, let's go with this. And I guess it will be something close. It's not e4, not e4 first move, especially considering the nerfs that Ding is talking about in the press conferences. I think it will be something with like d4, knight f3, maybe c4 as Anish mentioned. Knight f3, c4 or d4. To keep it classy, maybe he can just go d4 today and play the game and see what Nepomniachtchi has in mind. Maybe some Catalan, for example, or check him in most probably something like all the starters and stuff, I guess. Let's see. d4, yeah. Fine. That's the right way to start the second game after a shaky start in the first. So knight f6, c4, I guess. Certainly not King's Indian, so we'll see what happens. Yep. Goes for Tarrasch systems, knight f3. I guess, yep. d5. Catalan or knight c3? Both possible. Catalan big chances because Ding likes these positions with g3. Oh. h3. I mean, is it the real position? What the hell? Cannot be the truth, no? Does anybody have the video? Cannot be h3, no? Even if Rapport is in the team, h3 is not the move here. Oh my god, what is it? Can I see the other live transmissions?
Of this move, I mean, in which situations can it?
h3 plate? Well, it's probably the preparation for Shahriar's g4 at some point that he went knight c3 and well, I don't know how to comment on this. This is, I mean, I don't know what to say. I'll put the glasses back, I think. I can't stand it anymore. What is this? My god. Well. Of course it can be good, it's just something. Whew. Okay, let's just relax and enjoy the music. This is like... This is strange. Let's try to find out, okay. What's the idea h3? At which point it can be useful? So Nepo will consider either d takes c4 or c5 here. But generally anything is good here for black. No, it's not a bad move. I mean, it's not losing directly for white for sure, but it doesn't fight for the advantage. And also h3, I don't understand which positions can be useful. Maybe in some c takes d5 positions, c takes d5, knight c3, bishop g4s are not possible, but that really looks strange. Okay, let's see. Let's see Nepo's reaction. He will either play d takes c4 or c5, in my opinion. I am shocked. I know Richard Rappert quite well. He's a very good guy and like very in terms of you know, the ideas and so on, very unusual ideas in the openings and stuff, but this is a bit yeah, I don't know, this is a bit too much in my opinion, but let's see. You don't see the time right there for the Nepomniachtchi. Let me try to do something about it. Now it's okay, right? He could play, I don't know, he could play h3 maybe at first move, which is also an option. I don't understand. I mean, is it the preparation? Is it what they wanted to play? Or is it this kind of mood that he was talking about at the press conference, that he's completely out of his nerves and he wants to come back to the match? But I mean, like, not to come back to the match, but I mean to get into the match. But if you want to get into the match, maybe you don't go this way. I mean, maybe you go something a bit more classical and then deviate at some point. So this comes as a huge surprise. The only thing is that he will win some time, but I can guess that the idea is to play at some point c takes d5, he takes d5, and then bishop g4 is not possible, but okay, also in some structures in Queen's Gambit accepted, I don't remember too much where it's played. Let's say, I mean, if black goes like c5, and then white goes for e3 or something, and then they take d4, take c4. Let me just show you some lines. So let's say this, C takes D5. I was talking about, let's say, I mean, just, okay, not C takes D5, E takes E3, let's say. D takes, for example, and we get into the Queen's Gambit accepted. Black is completely fine. With this H3 for sure is nothing. So what he wants here, he maybe wants to play C takes D5. And after E takes D5, can it be somehow useful? Like white can go knight C3, then knight C6. Let's see what the engine says here. C5, C takes, E takes. Yeah, I can hardly explain this, but okay. So C5 would be my guess, especially that, you know, Nepomniachtchi probably wanted to play the Tarrasch, and I guess he's going for C5. Okay. Now it's probably the best moment to talk about life, except the position. Everything seems really exciting to talk about. C5, I guess, is the way Nepo will play in this position. C5 and trying to actually play for a win as black in this situation, because I mean he just immediately equalized. He's mentally now in a better state than Ding, and the fact that Ding goes for H3, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, just says that something is probably wrong in the preparation or in psychology for the moment. Okay, D takes C4 is also fine. The idea of D takes C4 is just to play C5 and A6 against C3. I think we will get the fast reply here by E3. Faster. I mean, if he's back to the chair, to the armchair, whatever you call it there. Now he's usually sitting in the restroom, but restroom, refreshment room, whatever you call it. But now I think E3 after he comes back to the board. Let's see. My guess is fast E3. Magnus is drinking beer and having fun. That's cool. What he thinks about H3? Is he commenting somewhere or? Okay. Yeah, nothing too exciting at the moment, so just E3 will be played, I guess. Yeah. Let's wait for E3. Let me see the camera, because I can't believe this is happening, but it is happening. Let me see if there are some games. Anish is having fun, I think, on one of the streams. And Ding is now thinking. Is it serious? E3, okay, fine. E3. And I must tell you that I have guessed all the moves except H3. They were not too hard, but okay, E3. After some salt, which is also strange, but okay. I don't know, guys. I didn't expect this to happen. I thought there will be some theoretical battle with some slight deviation, with trying to play for some tricks advantage or some kind of stuff that Nepo should remember, but Yeah, Anon Emaus says that, I mean, asking, is this transposing to a QGA? Yeah, I think it's transposing to the QGA if he just goes now c5 and a6, and Nepomniachtchi, and then goes for b5. Yeah, should transpose. Then again, I mean, I don't understand the meaning of h3, because usually you don't play h3 there fast. There is no need, there is no bishop g4, there is no diagonal opened here, so doesn't seem to be really important. Also, like, computer suggestion is b5, a4, c6, a takes, c takes, and b3. And then a5, b takes c4, b takes c4, bishop takes c4. But these positions, I think Nepomniachtchi will not go on these positions at all. He will skip it. He will skip it, he will go for c5 and a6, I guess. Or maybe a6 first, even possible here. This position, sometimes you play like this, and then after taking just b5. Yeah, and so c5 is also possible, so bishop c4, I mean c5, yeah, c5, bishop c4. Yeah, because usually you don't have the pawn on h3, so you first take on c4, then black goes for a6, things like this. Okay, let's get back to the position and see. Okay, c5, yeah. Bishop takes c4 will be played. Yeah. Maybe Saleh Hakras is asking, maybe they will exchange queens on d4, or Ding will have an isolated pawn after c takes d4. Yeah, he will have an isolated pawn after c takes d4. He will not take with the piece there, because h3 connected with the knight takes d4 is usually not the way. Queen takes d4, also black can avoid, let's try c takes d4, for example, queen takes d4. Black can always, of course, take queen d4 and play, let's say, knight d4, except b5, not to attract any kind of weaknesses on the flank. They can even go like this and then play knight c6, which is obviously equal. There is nothing special for white. Also, after queen d4, sometimes black can just go bishop, let's say, d7 or knight b7, and then play for this, and then queen is not having a great square, so this is not the proper square. Coming to d1, you just missed all the initiative, and black is fully developed. They are not worse at all. And yeah, so I guess the take on d4 will be with the pawn. So I don't see any other way to play it. Now it's on Nepo's side. He knows these positions. I actually won an endgame against him online in the chess.com qualification to the last 8. Was it in this type of position? But I think I didn't go at all h3. I mean, I was having the same position with tempo up, and was playing the endgame. He went b5 and all that. And then I went like this b4s and then a4. At some point got some initiative on the flank. He really reacted badly. But in this position exactly right now, black is having a tempo up compared to the normal positions, and I don't see the usefulness of h3 at all. I mean, at all. Like I don't see even where can it be helpful. Okay, b5 is a normal reaction. C takes d4 is also fine, I guess. Almost anything, to be fair. Where is the raid by Chessbase India or raid by chess.com? Where is the raid to my channel? from chess.com and Chessbase India, guys. Important. Okay, but we gathered in a friendly atmosphere here, so let's see. Let's see what's going on after castle. Typical position, but yeah, b5 is my guess, or maybe c takes d4. There is probably nothing wrong, especially here with knight c6 as well. Which chat is not funny? Well, okay, so my guess, yeah, c takes d4, b5, b5 is normal, knight c6 is also okay. Nepo is not familiar too much with these positions, but I guess for a strong player it's not a huge problem, you know, to get some knowledge. Even, I mean, to get some knowledge, he has some knowledge, I guess, some slight knowledge of these positions. The problem is not that he doesn't know specifically these positions, it's just the fact that he's not playing these positions too much. So mostly he was opting, I guess, for some Tarash, this type of semi-Tarash, or with knight takes d5, knight c3, all that stuff, directly trying to make a draw as black and trying to put pressure as white. So that's the plan for the match, I guess. So I guess black can just simply play c takes d4 to play for some initiative further later on in the game. Let's say here, this. Let's check if Compi is fine with it, just to see if there is nothing wrong with this. I guess not, it cannot be. C takes, E takes, let's say b5. Some bishop d3, let's say, bishop b7, Compi suggests a4, that's normal. Now I don't know why black can just go b4, they can. Then if they go b4, maybe this is kind of idea that Ding wants, let's say b4, some bishop e3, knight to d2, knight to c4, playing some slow type of positions for long play. So in this case, probably not to allow any initiative, like with the a4s and stuff. Still, it's fine, certainly for black. But maybe Nepo will decide for b5. Actually, this is generally the way he played against me. b5, bishop b7, waiting for d takes c5. Yeah, there is a possibility that this will be a 6-hour stream, right? As already after move 4, black is sinking. And there is a chance. Not huge chance, but there is a chance. Okay guys, in any case, like the stream and subscribe. And the rest we will do, of course. I will do. Together with you, which means we will do. Fine. My English got somewhat worse because I don't have too much practice, of course. And after 6-hour streams, I was almost an English-speaking person completely. Now I need to get some of the words back, and also, you know, we'll learn more due to our streams. Mukul Mangan is asking, Raji, if there is a Bon Cloud classical series between Hikaru and Magnus, who do you think will win? I think, yeah, that's the question. Not sure at all. Maybe Hikaru, because he plays all the different types of the games all day long. So maybe more used. But by Bon Cloud, you mean like everyone goes King E2 or King E7, or just King E2 and that's it? If King E2, then the player with black would win most of the games, I guess. What's happening in this game? Who's moving? Who's making anything? Nobody, yeah? Nepo is not making a move. At least Dink has almost 2 hours. I'm enjoying the music because nothing else to enjoy at the moment in the game. Only Ding's time, Ding Liren's time is good. 156, almost 157. It's like, you know, he analyzed every line after h3 possible and is like enjoying again in the refreshment room, whatever you call it. I don't know what's the best word actually for this room where they're staying, the players. Each of them has one room there, but I don't know if you have seen the press conference yesterday. Ding was saying he's super shaky, he couldn't think about chess during the first game of the match, and probably this 96 decision was also dictated by this mood he was in at the time of the game. So yeah, complicated for him, I think, getting into the match. But on the other hand, his good relations with Rapport and the fact that Rapport is there made him play h3 today, which is the move that you should have the courage to make it, right? I mean, to make it. So I mean, the courage. If you lose like this, let's say if you've played h3 and you lose the game, then everybody would say you are stupid. If you put some pressure, everybody would say that was genius choice and stuff. So it only depends on the result. But the courage to make such a move and play the game on the highest level, on the World Championship match, even in the simple game in the tournament, is not easy, but especially in the match. Especially in the match. So, thinking process for Nepo. Wow, there are some games, by the way, in this position. For example, there was a game where White, let me show you. So let me show you. There was a game with Knight c6 where White played d takes c5. I will not make any engine comments here, just to show you generally what can be played in this position, what type of positions can be played, and what White is opting for and Black is opting for, and so on. So let's say bishop c5, although maybe queen d1 is also possible. Queen d8, knight d8, bishop d2, castle, bishop e2, knight c6, and rook c1. Attacking the bishop, bishop e7, knight c3, probably nothing special, but this, and knight a4 with slightly favorable position for White. No risk, bishop is always ready to go to e1 after knight e4. Slight pressure, knight b6, trying to get the two bishops, a pair of bishops advantage, and play around maybe some, yeah, knight d4, some bishop e1, or maybe knight b6 even immediately. And pretending that White is slightly better, as they have some initiative on the queen's flank, and their pieces are more coordinated. So let's see the other game. There was a game with b5, let's say. There was a game with b5 where White played bishop d3, let's say. Bishop b7, a4, b4, and then they started to do the things that I've mentioned before. They went for knight d2, bishop e7, and with the pawn takes, c takes d4, e takes d4, knight on c4 was just good. And then bishop e3 and some slight advantage, slight pressure maybe by White. Still, certainly okay position for Black, but still some kind of play. And in this bishop e7, White opted for knight b3, so the point is to make Black take on d4 to attract them there. So he takes d4, castle, and rook e1. H3 still doesn't seem very necessary to me. I don't see the point, but okay, at least it's a game. Knight bd7. Maybe here, let's say after bishop f4, knight d5. And still, I mean, in normal situation, you would think that h3 is made for maybe bishop h2 here. Deep idea, but in fact just bishop g3. Rook c8, queen e2. Attacking a6. a5. Rook ec1. I don't know why not rook ac1, probably because of bishop knight b6. Attacking a4 or bishop c6, not sure. Okay, rook ec1, queen b6, knight fd2. And so white is like going around bishop b5, knight c4, some tricks, a5 is hanging from time to time, and black has to be slightly careful. Let me see the other game. Okay, another game where white didn't get the advantage was b5, and white went to e2. Bishop b7, d takes c5. Yes, reminds me of my game against Nepo in chess.com tournament. Queen d1, rook d1, bishop c5, a4. ba, knight c3, knight bd7, knight takes a4, bishop e7, knight d2, bishop d5, knight c4. And then black went on to play castle, knight b6, knight b6, knight b6, rook b8, some knight d5. I'm just showing the game, and rook takes a6, got some slight advantage, at least some kind of playable sync with two bishops. Knight e7, rook a2, knight c6. So, okay, well, I was trying to keep the pawn on b2. So it's a bit tricky for the human eye, of course, like bishop c4, rook d8, he took, and went king h2. h6, b3, already as a human you would think that you're having an advantage, of course. The pawn up, and black has to make a draw. So let's see the game, what's going on there. He went knight c6. And compared to the game that we saw with what was it? D takes c5. Ding goes for knight c3. Ding goes for knight c3. Yeah. Knight c3 and having much more time at least. Okay, let me see the questions. Andrita Mitra is asking, Rachi, will you call Anish or visit to the stream? I will see, yes, but I think that Anish is commenting on chess.com. So it will be hard. Do you think, Arnav Kashyap is asking, do you think that Ding has a smaller team of seconds? If yes, then will it affect his performance? Yeah, well, I mean, Ding is, he's having a smaller team for sure than Nepos, because Nepos team consists of, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know how these days his team looks like, but it was about 10 or 12 coaches or something like this, like close to this, 8 maybe, 10, something like this. Many. Up to 10 or something. And some, I think that even at the candidates he had 2 seconds with him, was Vitugov and Khairulin. I think he mentioned Leko as the helping analyst. So it's already 3, some Russian grandmasters more. Also Potkin was there, I think, 4, some other guys. Karakin was there, I think, for the team. Probably Grishu, guys like this. I mean, okay, a lot of people. Does playing h3, Vinayak Agarwal is asking, does playing h3 make really a big difference in the opening? Well, I think if you go h3, usually you are checking in which lines it can be useful. Let's say that I was talking about the c takes d5, e takes d5, and the bishop to g4, let's say. Sometimes it's not possible because of h3 play. Actually, you are like playing as black, but with tempo up, with h3 play, it shouldn't be bad as well. But from the black's perspective, if you see that somebody played h3 in this position, you just think, okay, I mean, it's just a playable position, what's the problem? And the thing is that probably they're trying to play on Nepo's preparation tiredness or something. They're expecting Nepo to be tired because of the preparation, and then they want to go all in like in any kind of play, but just practical. So maybe that's the case. And you don't have as well to prepare a lot because anything can happen and you're just ready for the fight. Anonymous is asking, Raji, do you think Nepo's past VC experience will give him an edge? Well, he has a slight edge, of course, for sure. You could see it even by the first game where Ding said that he's unable to get into the match properly, and he was shaky. He was not thinking half of the game about the position and so on. So probably it certainly affects the mood of the players. And Nepo is calmer at the moment, and he came into the first game and into the fight itself with a better ability to control his nerves. Certainly that helped. Now, Ash for YouTube says, Raja is asking, Raja, who would you hire as seconds if you're playing World Championship cycle or match? Yeah? Well, I would think of one of my compatriots that I'm working with from time to time. I would think probably of Kramnik or Veselin, maybe. Not together, because that's not possible. But I'm in good relations with both of them. Who else? Some other GMs, especially the GMs that would be happy to be in the team. This is very important. It's not only the hard workers that are getting paid or something, but it's also like the friendly atmosphere. And I would think, of course, of Vladimir Chuchilov, for sure. Mukhtar Jeffrey is asking why not boss, because they're like not in good relations with each other, and that would be strange to have these boss players that do not shake hands before the games at the training camp, let's say. That would be just a very neurotic atmosphere. Anish, I don't think he would accept. He's himself fighting for the title. And yeah, no, not Svidler. Well, I think Karyakin, if you wanted to help at the match, let's say, or with his ideas or some special repertoire things and stuff, I would be glad to accept any kind of help. It's a chess-wise thing, so I don't see a problem at all. And of course, if there are friends and like the people that like you and wish you luck and so on, of course that's fine completely, and I would accept any help from them. But as a team, like the composition, I think Chuchilov would be the head coach in this case, and probably would add one of the top world champions, that I'm in good relations with. Would be happy to see Vishy in this case, of course. Vishy very much I would be happy to see, and also to practice with him. Kramnik, Topalov, yeah, and some young guys probably who are good at theory and who can work for ages. As I've mentioned already, also my friend from Azerbaijan national team, and yeah, that would be cool. Okay, where is the raid by ChessBase India, and where is the raid by chess.com, and where is the raid by FIDE official transmission? Like the stream, guys, and then soon in any case we will be more successful than anyone, as usual. I also talked yesterday with Samai, and he's in good mood, and he will be back streaming, I think probably in summer. And now he said that he's having the comedy concerts almost every day. He even sent me a picture with a fake audience, like if he's in the center of the huge stadium and everybody's applauding. Yes, I've talked to him to get him on the stream and to make some podcast or something. He's trying to be the Louis C.K. of India, as far as I understood. Shashwat Tiwari is asking, Haraj, do you plan to do something similar for Azerbaijan chess youngsters like Anand has done with WACA for Indian youngsters? I have no idea what Anand did, but I would be very happy to do something with our youngsters, and for sure there will be a possibility to do so. And I'm also thinking about some camps with young players, that the young generation that are progressing now very much. So that would be also interesting, of course. WACHS Academy, I have no idea what is it like, so I don't really know, but I guess it's something serious if Anand is involved. Veer Singh says, have you considered streaming on Twitch? Numbers on YouTube live streams seems to be declining everywhere. Well, I'll check. I've never did anything on Twitch. I don't even know how the platform works. I've never tried it. Just saw it from time to time with Naka and the streamers streaming there, but not too familiar with that. Yeah, also there was some kick, right, recently, that we saw that Nakamura signed something with them. Husan says, are you still high on crypto? Well, I'm not high. I was never high on crypto. I was just saying that it will go up to 100,000 K and something, the Bitcoin and stuff, and that's it. And it's not a financial advice, as I always told you. So I expect in general, if we were talking about crypto, I expect it to be around 40 to 50K at the end of the year, and maybe about at least 45 to 45 to 60 range after the halving in 2024. But that's not a financial advice, it's just what generally I think, and it doesn't mean that I invest there or something, but just this is my expectation. As usual, you know that you only have to believe yourself while making the financial decisions, so it's completely up to you. Well, let me see the game. Otherwise, it seems that we just gathered here for our own conversations about life and crypto and my future World Championship match and the team. And also, while making the team, like the composing the team, all the players, adding the guys to the team, I would certainly do, like, I don't know, I would say just immediately would announce the team to scare my opponent. Even would add the names that do not help during the match or during the preparation, just to scare the opponent. That would be fine. Okay, bishop d3, bishop b7, a4. Ning is pretending he knows something. Bishop d3, a4. Interesting. Actually, I have to tell you that my as for sure Anish would say, your bad engine. My bad engine says that white is slightly preferable here. Wow. So there are two lines. One line is c takes d4, that is suggested. Then white can take on b5, d takes c3, in this unusual manner. So c takes d4, we get some strange position. Bishop takes c6. And now there is a possibility of knight d5, for example, some tricks. Even b takes c3, then knight to d4. a6 is hanging somewhere. I mean, even here to play bishop e7 is not easy, giving up the a6 pawn. it's already a different story. And if let's say you go for some a5, I guess you get some knight e5 or something just with huge advantage. It's like +4 already or something. Yeah, bishop d7 just takes, and like black is so much underdeveloped here that it's completely losing. So you have to give the a6 pawn. It's already not easy to do so. So c takes d4, we're not sure. We think probably he will go b4, right? I guess. b4, knight e4. And I must tell you, it's some kind of play already. Already it's not something really dry or poorly looking. I still don't get the h3, but I mean the h3, the point of the move here, let's say, how can it help? But it is probably attracting some moves from black, as we saw. But yeah, it doesn't look too scary for black, but now already it starts to be some kind of play with this knight e4. Then the suggestion is to go c takes d4, queen d7, and moves like this are not human, so I don't look at them. E takes d4, bishop e7, bishop e7, and now rook e1. Castle short. Black is fine, probably, but the point is that when the knight is on c6 in these positions, it's much worse than on d7. You would probably have the knight on d7 with great play. You just take on e4, and then you just I exchange all the pieces there and go for the d5 square. Completely fine for black. But here, to exchange everything is not easy. At the same time, Compi shows that bishop e3 is the move. I don't know how easy it is to play this move as white, but okay, and bishop e3 is possible here. Yeah, because if you let's say try to play for this, knight f6, bishop f6, bishop e4, thinking that you're very clever and you want to play some d5s or knight d5s and stuff, just clearly the queen d7 move ends the story. So this is nothing. But he has to know certainly that bishop e3 is the move. But okay, it's not, I guess it's not that hard to find because d4 is hanging. So you go bishop e3 here, it's okay. Then you go rook c1, then you want to push the knight to c5. This pawn can tell at some point a6 is not yet a weakness, but a potential one, because queen e2 will come at some point and a6 will be a kind of weakness. After bishop e3 already you have to take some decisions as black. Maybe there are two most human decisions, maybe knight takes e4 and knight d5, but after knight d5, let's say, not much, for sure, but at least some play. Compi suggests some queen e2, maybe knight c5 is also possible. Some play, at least, I don't know. Queen e2 is very interesting, very unusual way actually. Knight e3 just wants to take queen e3. Knight a5, rook a c1, knight b3, rook cd1, some compi lines, yeah, some bishop d5 here. Some play, at least. And the thing that Ding was trying to do is to get some play. Okay, let's just refresh. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at the chat now, but just was trying to explain what's going on here. So 94. So let me read. Okay, do you watch soccer? Yes, I do, Shriyansh. I do from time to time, but especially when it's like some kind of semi-finals or finals of some big championship. Arnav Kashyap says, according to you, Raj, if Nepo loses once, will he go on a tilt like many times before, or this has changed in him? Yeah, I think it's not changed for sure. I mean, the thing is that also Ding can go to tilt by winning the game. It's also possible from time to time. As you remember, he tilted very much against me. I think he won 3 games before our game in the candidates, and then he lost to me in 26 moves or something. So yeah, it also happens, because winning the games also takes a lot of energy. It's not only losing the games that sucks all of your energy and then you're just drained and so on. No, I mean, it's also winning. So most players have to be careful. It's not Carlsen playing there, because Carlsen, once he wins, he's like a shark, you know, he feels the blood and then starts to immediately attack you more and more and try to play as black as well on for the win and for some pressure. So in this case, I guess Nepo can tilt, but first you have to win a game against him. It's not easy, right? Husan says, yeah, Kick is a new live streaming platform. Apparently they have better streamer to platform split than Twitch and YouTube. Okay, I'll see. I'll check. I've never checked any other platforms than YouTube in general, but I'm also old, as you know. I'm like 36, so checking new platforms for me takes ages. It was not even easy to come back to streaming on YouTube, so what do you want from Twitch and Kick? One thing at a time. So looks like Ding is still in the book, Mukhtar Jafri. Well, it's not only the book that helps him here, it's just some ideas that he knows, of course. Some A4, 94 is not something special that you should know. It's just by nature, you know, you do this A4, you're attracting B4, then where you move the knight. Of course, not on A2, not on A2, not on B1. It's like very stupid. You will just get in a bad position immediately. So knight E4, and that's just normal. Hello Raja, how are you? Big fan, seeing you for so long time. Thank you very much, Manish Kumar. Thank you. It's also a pleasure for me to be here and to finally stream. I enjoy very much. Seriously, I mean, it's just so pleasant to see many of you that were there during the COVID times and during all of the streams, and with all these chess-based India guys, with Wolfpack, with Tanya, Somya, and everyone else coming on the streams, with Adiban and all the other Indian players, and with streams with Kramnik about tennis, and Tursunov, and of course Ivan Ljubicic. Yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, cool to be back, cool to see you all here, and of course I miss the platform very much. I don't know if I have the same feelings towards Twitch once I started there, or I mean on Kick, but let's see, I have no idea. Anyway, brings good memories, so it's cool. Arnav Kashyap is Nepo out of prep. Yeah, long ago. It's not his type of positions in terms of knowledge. Already he plays knight a5. That's interesting. Knight a5 was played, right? Okay, knight takes c5 for sure. Two bishops, Ding will take. Yeah. I guess knight takes c5 will be played. Because knight takes f6 you don't want to play. Knight takes f6, white, sorry. Because I have the laptop there, so by the instinct that sometimes I want to just push the moves there, but actually here, let's say if you go knight f6, gf, and rook comes to g8 from time to time, and this already starts to be shaky. But maybe it's an interesting move by Nepo. Yeah, g takes f6, black is just doing good. So knight takes c5, bishop c5, d takes c5, let's say. And maybe bishop e4. Maybe this is the idea. Well, it's also courageous play by Nepo if he plays for this. Giving up the pawn, you have to calculate well. Interesting. Let's check. Let's say white takes on e4. Queen takes d1. Has to be played. Otherwise, if knight e4 just, I don't know, goes somewhere. Queen d4, queen d4 maybe also. I don't know, queen c2 just winning maybe. Yeah, so queen d1. Rook d1, knight e4. And c6. Maybe with slightly better practical chances for white. Yeah, complete draws this position with some precise play, like knight b3, rook b1, rook d8, knight d4, and some king e7. Now c7 is not that dangerous because of rook d6. Some f3, a bit hard lines for human eyes, so I don't know. Let's see what happens. But knight c5 he has to take. Interesting, knight a5, very unusual play, but maybe Nepo style, directly trying to solve all the problems. Okay. So, tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts and ask questions. Okay, let me see the chat. Himanshu Kumar, Raja, miss your jokes. Not too many jokes today, but I'm coming back to shape. That's takes time. Takes time. Manish Yadav is asking who is a better dancer, Jan or Ding? I think Jan is like what? Ding's weight I think is around Anish's weight, right? So it's like I don't know what, like 50 kilos, is it? What is the Anish's weight? I don't know. It's 50 kilos maybe? Someone should ask Anish at some point what is his weight. I think he told us at some point, right? Guys, what is Anish's weight? And what is Ding's weight? But Ding's weight nobody knows. But Anish, I think he's the same weight with Ding. Maybe 1-2 kilos more maxi. Anish 50 kilograms, right? Anish 57 and 1. And Ding? Timo says no shot, he's 50 kilograms. My 7-year-old nephew is heavier than that. I guess Anish is 65 kilograms. No, 65, no, 50. 50 something, 50, 55, I don't know, maybe some, yeah, 57. 57 and 1. That's 100 grams. It's like if he drinks one cappuccino, then he's 57 too. Or 57.3 even. No, I don't think that thing is in preparation here. Let's see the knight. Let's see this position. Knight c5, bishop c5, d takes c5, bishop e4, queen d1, rook d1. Knight e4, rook d4 I mean here. Probably because of knight b3, no guys? What do you think? Maybe knight b3? Possible? I don't know, I'm not using engine. I'm just asking for a friend. Okay. No, this we do not expect from Ding to give up the rook like this in the match. And also, that's probably not good. So, while Ding is thinking, I'm just having a sort of drinking more coffee and talking to you, except of checking the lines, because knight takes c5 he will go like 99%. I do not expect him to go knight takes f6 because he will be afraid of g takes f6. Remember the matches of Anand against Kramnik, Kramnik against Anand, where g takes f6 and all these tricky positions made Anand win the match and so on. So no, I don't expect knight takes f6. Knight takes f6 he will avoid. He will take on c5, he will see he's not worse for sure there. Tricky a bit position maybe for black. Some type of chances to bring the bishop to d2 and attack before pawn. Maybe draw, maybe not, but it's not bad for white for sure, so he will take on c5. He will try to play for the advantage of two bishops and Dingish play. Dingish type of play. Don't expect anything else. Sid Hotik says, Raja, do you drink on Ramadan? Do you fast? No, I don't fast. And also health-wise, for me it's not advisable for sure. So no, I'm not fasting. But of course I have great respect for the people who do this and who's fasting on Ramadan, and I have a lot of friends as well who's fasting on Ramadan, and yeah, they're just used to it. Of course, in Azerbaijan, it's the same story, as you know. So I think around 97% of the population is Muslims in Azerbaijan. So, but it's a secular state. But in any case, there are holidays and all that, and the fasting is there and everything. So, yeah. But I think you know the history of Azerbaijan already. After our streams, you've learned something about the country for sure. So you have an idea. We were talking about this many times. Raja, do you know who's helping Nepo? His second. I think it's Vityugov, Hayrulin as always. It's probably Leko as he helped him for the candidates preparation. Some other Russian guys, including probably Grishuk. Potkin is always his friend, I guess, and he was always like the chief of the team or something. But he changed him for the match, and as he probably doesn't want to have the same team exactly like was working for the match against Carlsen. So he changes something. That's normal when you lost before. Yeah. Nis is asking, have you been to Mecca? No, I've never been to Mecca. I've never been to Saudi Arabia. I've never been to many countries, but I've visited around 56, 57 countries maybe up to now. Ayush Pandey, sorry for the out of topic question, but what's your favorite music band artist? It was Queen for a long time. Beatles I liked as well. Some pop music, different ones. And who else was there in the list? From pop, I think it was Shakira for a long time. Yeah, many other pop artists, because pop is just easier for your mood. The rest can get you depressed from time to time, so I just try to avoid it, especially considering my character traits. Like music like this. Like you can hear it now, right? Department of Depression. Kimchi Papi. What football soccer team do you support? Of course Azerbaijan, when they're playing the matches, any matches, and Unfortunately, nowadays results are far from good. Let's call it like this. But still, I live with the hope. I live with the hope. Because I think they can really do it if they do things properly. If Azerbaijan is not playing, or Azerbaijani clubs are not playing, Azerbaijani, Azeri clubs are not playing, then Brazil, the World Championship, World Cup. Yeah. Gaurang Gupta is asking if I know that Raja means kings in India. Yeah, king in India. Yeah, I know. Of course, man. I mean, it's like 6-hour streams for 1 year or whatever was it, or 2 years. Of course, I've met a lot of Indian people watching the stream, friends, fans, and enemies. Everyone. Do I have any Indian enemies? I'm not sure. Indian enemy. It's also in chess. I've met only good guys from India, so I think never had any problems with anyone. Once Anand started the clock when we were playing the match in the what was it? Mainz World Championship match or something, like a kind of Tigers something World Championship match, their version. And we were playing the match, and I was very upset about Vished at the moment because I mean he just started the clock before I arrived to the game. I was super upset, but like for a few minutes. So that was my only upset with the Indian player ever, and that didn't take long, just a few minutes, and then we were already, of course, cheerfully talking about everything, all the subjects, even though we played the match, and it was full of nerves. Doesn't matter at all. Just one situation, one slight accident, I would call it, or just for a few minutes. What is my next tournament? Said Hotik is asking. So Baku World Cup as a classical tournament, most probably, and some rapids and blitz before. In June, some simultaneous exhibitions. In April, May, and June. What else? Then all this European Team Championship for Azerbaijan. Maybe Isle of Man. Maybe World Rapid and Blitz. Not sure where it's going to be. And also hope that it's not on 25th December till the 31st of December. Many onlines. I guess I will play in online play-ins in at thechess.com and so on. So no move, yeah, from Ding. Strange, because I don't know what's he considering here. Knight takes c5, he should play without any hesitation generally. I must tell you that the shape of Ding is a bit worrying. I am not rooting for anyone of these two players. I know both for a long time. I have no preference. I mean, they're all my opponents in the tournaments, but Ding's shape, Knight a5, you shouldn't think here for a very long time. Especially, it's not in his style. Knight takes c5, bishop c5, d takes c5, he's not risking much. Position is close to simple. Knight takes f6 doesn't yield anything, only you can get g takes f6 with problems. And going back to d2 is stupid because knight is on a5, you cannot go even to b3 or c4. Knight to g3, I don't know, I wouldn't even find words to explain it. And what is he thinking about? I'm not sure. So just maybe the nerves of the match and trying to cope with his mental stability. That's it. CBI raid is necessary, yes. Even Sagar promised me that there will be a CBI raid. I need CBI raid, visit raid, Samai raid, chess.com raid, Nakamura raid, and in no time I will be 100k for sure. Whatever I do, even if there is no video, if there is no board, nothing. Yeah. So 4 or 5 raids and Gotham as well. Gotham chess, of course. Gotham chess raid. Add to this any others? Who are the most prominent streamers in chess? Samai, Vidit, Anish, Nakamura, of course, chess.com, Chess-Based India, of course. I'm not even. I shouldn't even say this. Chess-Based India always. Botas sisters. Who else? Gotham Chess I've mentioned. No, guys, Nepomniachtchi's rate will not help much. Let's be fair. Anna Kramnik and who else? Anna Rudolph, maybe? Rudolph? How many subscribers does she have now? I think she had a lot at some point, no? Carlson channel rate, yeah. I mean, there are a lot. There is plenty of room to work for, to improve the music, to improve the OBS layout, to add some sponsors. Vishy raid. No, I think he doesn't have a channel. FIDE World Championship official viewers raid is okay. Yeah, it's a speaker in the background with some artificial intelligence that helps to change the sound up or down and so on. You can talk to it like same kind like the Google's what is it called? The Google's what is it called? The stuff that you can talk to and increase, decrease the sound and so on. Yeah, Jeremy, like Alexa, same kind of stuff. No, it's not Alexa for Google. No, Alexa is for something else. No. Or is it Alexa at Google? Aman Singh says income tax rate, yeah. Income tax OP. Alexa is Amazon, yeah, cool. Siri, kind of. Apple, Amazon. Alexa is Amazon, yeah. Yep. Where is Ding? Is back? Is in the chair at least? Or is in his hoodie and jacket? House raid, Ash for YouTube. Chat GPT raid. Shashwat Tiwari says Siri is for Google. No, Siri is for Apple. I hope. Okay, let's see. Where's the move from Ding? I'm tired already. Yeah, Ding is thinking so much on unnecessary things too. Just can't explain. Kushal is asking if Azerbaijan supports Russia or Ukraine. Kushal, I just want to avoid any kind of political questions, as you know, on any of my streams. For Azerbaijan's official positions, for Azerbaijan's official position on the conflicts, on the situation, on the territories and everything, please check our president's official statements and so on. So I'm not the press officer, so I think I should not talk about this, and I'm not a politician, so I may not know a lot of details, so please, official position, check the president of Azerbaijan and his statements on the situation. It's not a question to me. Nasser, because you're out of the world, Raja. Thank you so much, Alpha Devil. Probably that doesn't mean good, but yeah, still. The game, guys, we have already discussed at this point that knight takes c5 should be played, should not be too many thoughts on this. Ding is not at his chair, Ding is out there, it's not there again. 21 minutes passed after Nepo did the move. Actually, can you check the FIDE handbook? I mean, shouldn't you be there when it's your move? By the official rules, just in case. Can you please check this, guys? Shouldn't you be at the board while it's your move? After like, I don't know, almost, I mean, not immediately, but maybe you can spend a few minutes, I guess, which will be a kind of normal thing before making any kind of statements by the arbiter. Or I don't know, maybe some penalties by the arbiter, I don't know. Maybe some minutes are fine, but 21 minutes if he's not there. It's not that something is happening, it's not that he's getting some advices in the refreshment room, of course not, but I mean just the fact that you should be there, I think, no? Just please check the handbook, I'm interested. I also did this, but not for 20 minutes. Maxi, I think I had something like 5 maybe. If it's not a toilet break or something, of course, if you're not going to the toilet or something, it's another story. But maybe he's in the toilet. But 20 minutes also, yeah, for the World Championship match to be in the toilet for 20 minutes is a bit too much. Depends, though, on your digestive system, but also I must tell you, if there would be a monitor in the toilet, 99% that most of the tournament candidates, some classical tournaments, people would spend there. Just having a monitor, thinking about the position, sitting in the toilet, just easy. Also, they say that great ideas are coming to your mind while you're in the toilet or in the shower, so. Possible. Guys, I have many friends in, well, Russian players and Ukrainian players, and many guys from, I don't know, any other parts of the world where we have different situations, unfortunate situations for both countries and so on. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't change my relations with anyone. So I'm having good relations with players from Russia and Ukraine, many different players. So it doesn't affect it, and it also normally doesn't affect their perception of me. As let's say I'm in good relations with Kramnik and in good relations with Topolov, but they both don't talk to each other and don't even shake hands. So I try to be a peaceful friend of everyone. Not easy though. Not easy. Yeah, I'm also not a person of conflicts. I don't like them, and I try to stay away from any kind of hatred and all these things. That's why, by the way, many people hate me, because I'm staying far from hatred. I call it logical illogics. So yeah, Raja plays some bull till Ding makes him move. Come on. Oh, he's not even back. He's not even back. Nepo is back. Nepo is back. Nepo is back. Ding is in the toilet. Yeah. Aman Singh is asking how long I'm going to stream. But Aman, you know, if you check my previous streams and generally my streaming attitude, you know that I may stream for 6 hours and 7 hours, no problems at all. Depends how I like it, how I see the feedback from you, how I see the likes. Maybe we can get to 500 likes, for example. Haha, why not? 500 likes actually would be nice. Also subscribe, that's important. Otherwise you will miss the streams, I'll miss the audience, we will miss each other. And why in this crumbling world should we go for this depressive state of internet relations? Ding is back. Ding is back to the board and plays knight takes c5, I guess. Come on, Ding. Knight takes c5. Otherwise, I will really seem stupid. Ding, please, your emotions are really not important now. You should just play knight takes c5. Oh, he's like in a crying mood now. I don't know why. What happened in the restroom? My god. He's looking very sad. I don't know. He came back and he's looking very sad. I don't get it. I'm just watching the video, but yeah, that's... Big spider in the toilet. Nice. Okay, so I'm just trying to watch this stream in terms of Ding super upset. Ding is super upset. I don't know about what exactly here. I mean, he got more than he would expect from this line. And now he's in a kind of crying mood. Like, it's very strange. It's like, is he feeling bad, Ding? If I stream all games, I'm not sure yet. I'll see. Guys, do you understand this? He was in the toilet for 22 minutes and then he comes back and the move is not ready. And he's thinking and thinking again. He's looking far from his best, and also, yeah, I don't know, that's strange. Ding is looking really psychologically bad in this match from the first games. First game was horrible, and only Nepo helped him to escape, but this one, where he gets playable position, knight takes c5, is full of tricks. Also, of course, thinking so much at this position, at this very inappropriate moment, gives a lot of confidence to your opponent. Alpha Devil is asking if at 500 likes I would answer saying, not sure, not prepared. No, he doesn't have a TV screen in the toilet, but in the refreshment room for sure he has the the screen. Yeah, but also this body language is dangerous, the way he does it. I mean, he makes his opponent really comfortable. I don't like it. I think Nepo is much more comfortable now while seeing Ding sing for 20-30 minutes. Also, his face is really sad now. That's ridiculous in my opinion. It should not be like this. If you play h3, you should be at least kind of confident at some point. So let's see. And he plays knight takes f6. Yeah, something is wrong with him. Yeah, sorry guys for being kind of absent, but I'm a bit surprised. I mean, it's not. Something is wrong with the guy. Something is wrong with the guy. I'm surprised. That's unpleasant because I mean, in terms of watching the match, you want this kind of even game in terms of psychological pressure and so on. Of course, he takes f6 immediately. Of course, he takes f6. Of course, he takes f6 because he feels Ding. He feels that he's shaky. He feels that he's out of his calm and like I don't know what's going on. Guys, look at this position. What's the problem playing this? You are surely not risking anything. What's your problem here? K-knight d7, you can go c6, and you're not worse for sure, just slightly better maybe. Bishop e4, so dangerous is it? You can go bishop e2, you're not worse, you're having a pawn up. Black still has to take the pawn somehow, bishop d1, even you can play here. And this, no risk. Black should find the right way to develop the knights, and I mean, to develop the pieces, the knights, to take the c5 pawn. Knight takes f6. So bad. So bad. It's not a super bad move according to Engine, but it's scary tendency here. G takes f6 immediately and get this. Yeah. G takes f6. Let's see what are the options for white. In any case, we should analyze something. D takes c5, I guess. The rest is just worse for white. D takes c5. Already, I'm not sure at all that he will not do any other move except. I mean, he can make any other move except D takes c5. Okay, let's see the Radjabov here. Someone broke in the Eurotool room and stole files, said Hotik. 2000 something in Mexico. 2006 or something like that. 7. Nikhilesh Meshram says Chinese president putting too much pressure. I think not. I think not. I think he's not help. He's not getting too much help from the Chinese government, and that's also his problem, I think. And the team, he didn't get the many guys in his team and so on. But this knight takes f6, especially knowing the matches Anand against Kramnik. I mean, Kramnik has white. This games with g takes f6 from the Slav. The bishop on the long diagonal and the open file for the rook looks dangerous, yes. Sanjit is asking if I have played against Ding. Of course, man, I've played against him many times, including the candidates, including the match in the World Cup, including some other games in the classical tournaments. Of course, I did a lot. Okay, Ding said, as Jeremy points out in Sagar's interview before, that the Chinese don't help him with exercises, but in return he can keep full tournament earnings. Okay. Okay, at least the x5 was played fast. Was it? e4? e4? What? e4? Yeah, now Compi suggests c4 is very strong. Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, it's like... Practically, from humans' points of view, maybe not that easy. Compi suggests c4 and black is better. Slightly, at the moment. Knight takes f6, g takes f6, d4. Very dangerous what he's doing. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Especially with Nepo, who is a specialist in this type of positions. Likes this opposite colored and all that stuff. Opposite colored, I mean opposite castles. And all that stuff with the play and with rook g8 and so on. Yeah, they can play c4. b3 I'm not sure they need, because bishop d2 will come, so let's see. Let's say c4, bishop c2, b3, bishop b1, then bishop d2, attacking this guy, and then queen e2, rook c1, sorry, rook to c1. So b3 will not be played, but
Sorry, I ain't got no money. I'm not trying to be funny, but I left it all at home today. You can call me what you wanna. I ain't giving you $1 this time. I ain't gonna run away. You might knock me down. You might knock me down, but I will get back up again. You can call it how you wanna. I ain't giving you $1 this time. I ain't gonna run away this time. This time.
yeah, I don't know after the c4. Gauri, why should I get copyright? Any music is not fine here? Should I... Yeah, that's copyright thing is unpleasant. I understand why. What kind of music can you turn on in that case? Yeah, it's not. I mean, El Nurmamedli is asking, is this Ding style playing? Maybe he's nervous or he's playing for win. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's. Yeah, you can get copyright probably in case you do some music, but I don't know which music is copyright and which is not. So if I get. Okay, Gauri, but so which music should I put then in this case? Anjani Patak is saying, hello sir, any advice on how to play double classical rounds in a day tournament? Well, yeah, certainly without any preparation, you just should go for it and that's it. And you should just play fresh as you can. Can be fresh as much as you can. Yeah, I think this is the most important. And you should maybe play a bit more cautious openings. I mean, not direct things where you get into a direct tactical fight immediately, something like that. Just a moment, guys. Yep. Ali is asking, sir, do you remember I used to send you messages on Insta? I was surprised when you replied. Was dream come true. Thank you very much, Ali. Yeah, it's just nothing special I did about it, just replied. So all good. Nepo is surprised, I think, with this type of play by Ding. This e4 is looking strange, to be honest. If he push c4, c4 of course. c4 of course. Yeah. Bishop c2, otherwise, yeah, bishop b1, knight b3, of course he will not allow. Yeah, I mean, bishop c2 should be played. Bishop b1 is just stupid, knight b3. This will, no, bishop c2 immediately, I think, will be played. Let's see. Where is he hiding all the time? I mean, he should be back playing fastest. Bishop c2. Okay, let's wait for him to come. For sure he'll play bishop c2. On this, no doubts. I was sure he'll play knight takes c5. I couldn't expect him to sink 25 for 30 minutes and play knight takes f6. But here, bishop b1, knight b3, he will not allow. Stem is asking if I use iPhone. Yeah, I do. Yep. Some pause in the music and less copyright issues. So, Anjane Patak is saying that he's flying to Menorca now. It's an island in Spain. And hopefully your advice would work. Yeah, you should be fresh. I mean, just solve some tactical exercises and stuff, and that's it. Tactical exercises before the tournament, some puzzles and so on. And that's it. That's it. And just play your game. I mean, prepare some small lines just to develop the pieces. Play d4, c4, knight c3, knight f3 if you are playing d4 stuff. Don't play h3 in any case. In any case, don't do it. Even if you like today's idea, don't do it. And develop your pieces and just do good moves with your pieces, with your development, and then see what's happening. Nothing bad can happen to you if you just develop your pieces and you are not too concerned about your opponent's super amazing ideas that are maybe not there at all. So you just follow your instincts, play normal chess, develop the pieces to the good squares. Don't lose immediately your pawns and pieces, and castle as soon as you can. And enjoy Menorca, at least. Let's see the engine, yes, okay. With this engine, what happens? He went queen c7. Queen c7. Now white has different options. They can play bishop d2, they can play bishop e3, they can play queen e1, as Compi suggests. But I don't like white's position in general. It's very restricted. It's I don't like it that much. Let's try some d5s, but they don't work probably due to castle long. Yep. If we go bishop d2, normal, castle long, queen e1, queen b6. Something like this should be played as white, I guess. Can you push the rook somewhere here, or is it stupid? Just king b8 already. Every move. The problem is that with white, every move may just be bad, and that's it. Yeah? And then it's problems, and a lot of direct play by black because the rook g8, bishop d6, sometimes f5. The structure is nice on the flank. b3, c3, knight b3 ideas all the time. So here Compi suggests some bishop f4. Let's see with a bit stronger engine, I guess. So bishop d2, let's say castle long, queen e1. Also queen e1, there is a, sorry, bishop d2, castle long, queen e1. There's also f5 already, very interesting as black, also in Nepo style to be honest. f5, very, very tricky. Let's say the best move for white now is king h1 already. Not easy to find, and rook g8 is coming. Attracted by the squares. Very, very strange play by Ding. He's totally out of his control. And what will happen next, I don't know. Maybe he will play like this, which is exciting for the spectators, but not too exciting for Ding, I guess. And some strange play here like this, you can see. And this is something strange, I don't know, unpleasant. He will spend some time here, he will be shaky again, I guess. Yep. He's not at the chair again. Something is really wrong. Yeah. It's not that I'm rooting for Ding at all. I mean, it's just I'm completely neutral. But the point is that for the match, for the sake of viewership, in terms of us, like in this case, being a professional, I'm still a spectator at the match, right? And commentating the match here for YouTube and for some streams from time to time. But this is really unpleasant to see because I mean, it's like kind of person like Ding just dropping level with every move, and his level of moves is at the moment really bad. See, he's just losing control. Is it low? I don't think it's low. I mean, it's like in the yellow to red area, so I don't know, it doesn't seem so. Seems okay. Yeah. Yeah, like this maybe it's better when I'm closer to the mic. Yeah, I'm a bit afraid for thinking this type of positions because the king is vulnerable, is not the best player to play with vulnerable king, Ding, of course, and also it starts to be unpleasant. He's always not there, he's not sitting over the board. Uh, I don't know. Altogether, it doesn't seem proper. It doesn't seem proper to me. What he's doing? Both players are out of their chairs. Yeah. I don't know, guys. What are your suggestions? What do you think is happening with Ding? Any thoughts? Maybe something is wrong with him. Maybe he's just fine, and Nepo is just too strong. Or yeah, d5, but castle long, and this position is very dangerous. This position is very dangerous. Queen on d4 is doing nothing much. So bishop e7 maybe, and that's it. And he takes d5 is coming. It's not that I'm trying to play some kind of game against bishop, but I mean it's just maybe queen d4. I mean castle long, queen d4, bishop e7 even, I guess. Also there are e5s, f5s every time. He takes d5 is coming. No, I don't believe in this. He's there. He's over the board now, but well, the position is just starting to be very unpleasant, in my opinion, because knight b3 from time to time is possible. d4 is hanging, rook g8 and d5 is coming. He should certainly start playing faster, and especially when he played h3, I thought he's going for some kind of slight advantages. I mean, he shouldn't push too much, but now he's just pushing too much somehow. Because instead of knight f6, I think knight c5 he was having no risk. That's the point, and maybe it's the best way to get into the match. Okay, bishop d2 played. That's correct. Guys, in like 6 minutes, let's make a slight break. I mean, I will stay online, but I'll just get some tea and water and so on. Jeremy says, I think because he's the first Chinese player to reach this far, and maybe there can be some personal issues. He definitely seems a little down recently. Yes, and also look at his mood over the board. If you find the camera there, you can see it, and that's not looking good for him. I also know him. I mean, his gestures and everything seems that he dislikes his position very much. He's slightly down on time, nothing crucial at the moment. Bishop d2 is the right move, at least. Guys, you forgot 500 likes. We should make it today. 500 likes will be fine during the stream. Yeah. After the stream is also okay, but during the stream is better. So, I don't know, it's not the dream position he was having in mind when playing h3 for sure. Nepo, on the other hand, is probably happy. He got a double H position as black. He got chances as white. Ding said at the press conference somehow, I don't know why, that he is shaky, which certainly brings people like Nepo a lot of joy, a lot of confidence. Nepo is overconfident, and this way, of course, he thinks that also his opponent is out of usual normal state of mind and has some problems already. It also affects the c4 comes fast, probably due to this, and so on. So he will go fast castle long, I guess. He will go fast castle long. I don't see anything else. You will not keep your king in at e8. You will not castle short for sure. You will not allow d5s and everything. Castle long doesn't allow any d5s. After queen e1, immediately you see that you have the queen b6, queen d6, and everything to defend the pawn. So no direct problems. So I guess castle long will come quite fast. Yeah, let me read the questions. I suggest Della Yassin, I suggest a boxing match. At the bathroom. The winner is champion. Chess boxing is quite popular, by the way. Sorry, my stomach is also telling bad things about Ding's shape. Everybody's having the problems with digestive system nowadays in the world's top list. So I can see that nowadays it's a real problem. As let's say that the candidates, I think many players went to the toilet many times. Stress, plus plus you want to get out of the cameras all the time. You want to get and be alone at some point, and there is no space to be there. Yeah, everywhere is the cameras. Everywhere, at least minimum, the arbiter is watching. Or people are watching around the world on the internet and so on. So you want to get to some area. For some people, maybe it's for smoking or something. Let's say, but I think in candidates, nobody smoke. I think no one. Yeah. Yeah, the stress is too high, let's be fair, and Nepo probably keeps the stress better here. Keeps the stress levels better because he played the match. We were talking about this already many times. And also, it's either you or your opponent, right? It's not draw there. Even if you draw all the 14 games, you will have to play the Rapid or Blitz afterwards, or even Armageddon at some point. And there will be a winner. There will be a winner, and there is no point in trying to keep some kind of chances for later or something. Just trying to think that okay, maybe later I will strike at some point. No, you should strike whenever you have any chance. Now Nepo understands that the game after c4, of course, is played on both flanks, so he will probably castle long fast. In my opinion, just decides now maybe some rook g8 before or something. Also possible, I guess. Let's say here, if we see rook g8, also possible, as you can see. Let's say queen e1, f5, for example. Again, king h1, castle long, let's say. Rook g8 he played or what? Let's see. Yes, rook g8. Very Anandish play. And guys, if you have time or laptops, check the Kramnik Anand match. And try to see if you find any similarities in that match and in this position in the current second game of the match. I'm sure Vishy is already making some statements about it. I haven't checked, but I guess it reminds me of this match, so for sure it reminds Vishy as well. This is typical because f5 is coming and the position is going to be opened up somehow. Tricks are all around. Year of the match, what was it? 2008 something? 6, 8, what was it? Let me check. In Germany, I think it was played. Where was it played? 2008, I think. Check it out. Was it 2008? I think it was. Yeah, of course, rook g8. Yeah, 2008. And they had some Slavs, and I think he was having black there in Slav defense, and he was taking like with g takes f6 at some point and playing these positions with rook g8. And Nielsen was analyzing these positions, and he was having great play on the g line. I think won some game with black and so on. And Crowning had problems there because computer at the time, the engines they showed that white is better, but it was super hard and almost impossible to prove it over the board. And in fact, maybe nowadays engines show that black is just good. So rook g8. Rook g8, and now what? Yeah, we can see that queen e1 is still the best move because you are defending e4 and also attacking b4. Yeah, okay, guys. Let's make a 5-minute break. I'll be back with some tea and water, and then we proceed. Okay. All good. It's been 2 hours now. Oh well, time flies, yeah. So fast. Meanwhile, like the stream and subscribe, and also put on notifications. That's important that you get notifications for the next streams, and it's also helpful. And we should popularize chess. That's our goal, right? So we should do more, and there should be more new people coming into chess. Slowly and slowly starting to stream. So happy to be back, and let's do the 5-minute break. And I'll be here with you in 5 minutes. So, yep. Thank you. See you soon. I'm not finishing the stream, so that's it. Stay tuned. So back and let's see. Yeah. So what happened? Rook g8, rook c1. Okay. Yeah, rook c1. Okay, let's see it. Let's see what happens. Rook g8, and he went rook c1 and castle long. Everything is correct by Nepo. Rook c1 is very natural. Let's be fair, human-wise, it's very natural. Now he has to go queen e1, and Nepo will reply with f5 most probably. Yeah, kind of party music. Okay, let's see. So rook c1 was played, castle long. He prepares f5, very clever. He's pressing on white's position certainly. King is already not feeling too safe on g1. So yeah, let's see what's happening now. Okay, let's say we go queen e1. It's first line of comp here, and let's be fair, the most normal move, queen e1. We're defending e4, overprotecting e4 now against f5, and attacking b4. Compy, by the way, suggests that position is around equal on some depths. So let's say queen e1. b4 is hanging. Now Nepo has to decide either he defends it with, let's say, queen b6, or he goes for f5 immediately. I don't know which one would be your move here after queen e1. f5 is what you want to play in a blitz game for sure, immediately, because you are somehow already stressing all those pieces on f3. The bishop on c2, queen on e1, they're always under pressure because they can move much, and bishop e1 at b3, queen moves somewhere, or takes b4, takes twice, and e4 is hanging, and so on. Or maybe immediately e4 is hanging, so yeah, I guess queen e1 should be played. Sorry guys, a lot of messages. It's actually the working day, so it's normal. Yep. So, okay, let's see. Okay guys, let's go for the likes. 300 more, 500 we have to make during the stream. Let's do it. Yes, questions. Do you think Magnus deserves a world championship title shot without qualification? No, without qualification not, because he skipped himself to play, so probably he should not, only in case of big sponsors maybe giving huge amount of money, but also I think that's strange, because if he skips and that's it, and otherwise we just ruin the system of World Championship qualifications and stuff. So you mean that the sound is not coming through this mic? I think it's coming to. I think it's coming to this mic. I don't know actually. Let me see. Actually, maybe you are right. What about this? What about this now? Is it coming from the mic? Now it's fine, right? Now it's the right mic. The one that is here, right? This one. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for mentioning, by the way. Also, iMac was fine, right? Somehow. Okay, so Queen E1 played. All correct. What is the time situation? And what is the situation faces, restroom wise, refreshments, and so on? Let me see. Queen E1 was played. Queen E1 was played. Yeah, let's see without the engine, yeah? Queen E1. What does he want after this? Queen E1. F5, yeah? My guess would be F5. What is your guess? F5 he will play or not? He did not play Queen E1. Ah, he did not. He played Bishop D3. Yeah, that's... Yeah, but that's ridiculous. What is he doing? I don't understand. That's something really strange. Yeah, but F5 is coming. F5 is coming, I mean... What the hell? Bishop D6, whatever, nothing is threatening, you know? No, but that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yeah. So, okay, let's see the game. I don't understand what's going on. He's completely out of his calm and nerves and everything. Just ridiculous. I'm just losing interest, to be honest, in the match. Yeah, it's just a blunder. It's just bishop d3. I don't know. Everything's just so bad. All this bishop d2 passive moves. Now rook c1, bishop d3. Clearly that black is going to attack. Bishop to d6. I mean everything. Even bishop d6. Why not? What's the problem? Okay, tell me what's the point of bishop d3? Okay, you want to take here? I'll take there. You will play this. I'll take here. You will take there. I'll take here. And I'll take on c7. Is it your idea then? It's very like super ridiculous play. Very bad. And also I don't have any explanations for this. I mean, not that hard position for whites. Queen e1, a lot of time. He's no, f5 of course. Yep. No, it's just this kind of, you know, absolutely no fun in this situation, certainly. Because you get just the match without any competition. Now he will have a rest day after losing this, most probably. I give it 95% now that he will lose the game. 95, maybe. That looks strange. That's ridiculous. Let's see the faces there. Well, okay, let's be fair. It's not the World Championship level of play. In 2 games, it's like different players are playing of different levels. And this has something to do with Ding's shape, the mood, and the psychology and everything. So very sad for the match and for the spectators, I think. But I was expecting this at some point. I said that if somebody really collapses at the beginning of the match, it will be the end of the story. And this probably will be the end of the story in general. Only thing we can hope for the match to be interesting and even is that he recovers, as well as he recovered after losing to me in the candidates, and then he won some game against Nakamura in a nice style, very technical. But today he decides to play knight takes f6, completely Nepo style, g takes f6, rook g8, queen c7, castle long. Like all the moves are coming so naturally, like c4 closing the flank, f5 is coming. It's such a simple play. It's just I mean, it's just so easy to play as black. It's a bit like he played bullet when he was supposed to play classical. Dele, since says you think he will withdraw from the match at some point, I don't think he will withdraw from the match. Also, I don't understand what happens if he withdraws from the match. Should I go there if the match is still on? So I will stream directly from the board. It will be more fun, yeah? We'll stream every game with recap. I can, right? If I put the camera and get the rights and just stream the whole thing, and also talk to the camera in front of some, you know, I mean, in some super booths, you know, that they do, confession booths like in Norwich's, can be fun. Yeah, so yeah, I'm super upset as a spectator because I need a fight in a match. I need something to comment on. I don't need the games where one plays on 1800 level and the other plays on like just few correct moves and it's done. Yeah, that's unpleasant to watch. Okay, so now the sound is fine, right? With this mic, or should I switch to the IMX? Okay. Yeah, my take on h3 doesn't matter. I mean, he got normal position. He didn't get a bad position. He could play knight takes c5 and with free hands just play for some slight advantage. No problems at all. Yeah, and then the point is that if you, let's say, get this type of position and then you play against the top player like Nepo, you play knight takes f6 after 30 minutes or 25 minutes sold, it's just already like self-destructing thing, so very unpleasant somehow. It's unpleasant to play like this. Yeah, and then what else? If you go what? Okay, let me check. King h1 is kind of only move, and then black should play f6 is a strong move. Yeah, king h1. Yeah, maybe it's the best try. Maybe king h1 is the best, but then bishop g7 is also possible. Any move actually. Yeah, it's just super bad play by white. I don't really have any explanation for this. It's just something wrong with Ding. It's not even good play by Nepo. It's just very simple play by Nepo. It wasn't anything special. Knight a5 he played, slightly dubious in my opinion. I don't know what was his idea after knight takes c5, so that was kind of strange. And not the best move in any case. He spent a lot of time in the opening when he didn't have any kind of problems. So yeah, I think it's something ridiculous happening now. And the press conference, Jeremy is right. The press conference today will be tough to see. Ding wasn't feeling too well yesterday when he actually played a normal game compared to today's. Today, this knight takes f6 after 25 minutes, then e4 fine, then okay, bishop d2 fine, but then bishop d2 to play rook c1, bishop d3. That was the idea. To miss everything on the flank, to let the king on g1 really vulnerable and without any hope for direct tactics or play against black's king. Self-destructing your position in what? How many moves it is? 18 moves and you are -3. Well, I don't even see a normal move, proper move to keep the position viable for white. They play. Shishir Singh is asking how many rounds they play. They play 14 rounds, and with 14 rounds. They've played already one, now second round, so they have 12 games. Yeah, a lot of games to play on, but with such a mood, with such a display, not exciting at all. Not exciting at all. Okay, let's try to get... Okay, our idea mostly is for the time that we have to get into the 500 likes. Very hard. Now it's 305. So let's get it there and see what's going on. Also subscribe, and also the most important thing is to put the notifications on so that you see it and being notified for the streams. So that's important. Swastik Giemeyer, is that the correct way to spell it? Opening G file was turning point. Yeah. Because knight takes f6, what he would expect, queen takes f6. No, I'm sure g takes f6, he saw it, and he saw that e4 is fine. And probably he missed the entire idea with c4, queen c7, but that only tells about his bad form. That's it. Bad shape, bad focus, and bad calculation, and bad understanding of the positions, and like, he's collapsing simply. At the moment, he's in collapsing mode, he's tilting. He's tilting much worse than Nepo did in the Magnus Carlsen match in Dubai. Yeah. Not much to say. Not much to say. Just Ding collapsing on our eyes. Also yesterday, his press conference, once again, I should admit that that is a bad press conference, because I mean, in this matches, everything matters. You should be confident. You should not really speak badly about yourself, even if you don't feel well. There were many moments, even in the tournaments, where I just really felt badly, and many other players felt badly, and they try to hide it as much as they can. And I think being honest here is not the thing. It's like in boxing and so on. You should, you know, affect your opponents with your words in terms of. Affect his stability of the nerves and so on. And this is really a huge blow to Ding's confidence for the next rounds. He's almost lost after 18 moves. He's lost after 18 moves. So if you follow the engine, it's completely lost after 18 moves. Hard blow. Okay, he lost the game like this to me in the candidates, and then recovered and won against Nakamura. But together with the first game, he didn't win a single here. It's a second game. He's losing badly. No, I don't have any idea what's happening with Ding. Vyakoslav Bar says he's asking himself the question, what would Raja do? No, in the same position, I'm sure I would take on c5. I would not take on f6. But yeah, he's already 30 minutes here, right? Against 56. Unpleasant. Ding is getting destroyed in this game, clearly. And I don't see any. Let me try the. Yep. Ding is going to collapse in this game. Yeah, Shashir is right. He was having a slow start in candidates. That's true. But one thing is you are playing against different players in the candidates, and you are not playing against the one player the same. And here the point is that if you take the ways and you see that like the one guy is going up and down, and there are just two players, so one is going up and the other is going down. Once the one is going down and the other goes up, it can really it can really progress super fast, because you're playing the same player every day. It's not a 14 players tournament or something, or 8 players tournament. Some of the other players are playing badly, and here just one person against you. He plays well in the first game. He didn't win, so he's psychologically also down for sure, and especially knowing Nepo, he's psychologically down for sure. And today it seemed in the beginning of the game that he's down. He's down, like psychologically, mentally. He was spending some time and so on. He played knight a5. He didn't do super well in the opening, and now this altogether the picture, you have played h3, strange move, and then you've got a good position, just playable position with some chance and ideas. Nepo is out of book. You are 150 something against 119. You are pressing, and then suddenly you just sink for 30 minutes. Already a bad sign. And then you take on f6, and then it all starts to be collapsing, simply just falling apart. Also, he spent a lot of time on the preparation for the match, so should have been in at least some kind of proper psychological state. Maybe he took chess too seriously and he didn't take the psychological measures in terms of stability, all this attention totally on him, the cameras, the people, delegations. I think he left the hotel, the official hotel. He went to another hotel because there were many supporters of Nepomniachtchi in the same hotel talking, I don't know, in Russian or something. I've heard something like this. At the Twitter I saw it. There was some report by Mike Klein or something. Someone from chess.com, I think, was there. Yeah, to my mind, this is over. Okay, guys, the most important thing for the stream was to get 500 likes. So now it's 318. Every like matters. Every subscription matters. Every person who comes to the stream and who's following chess matters. So like the stream, subscribe, and play chess. But don't play like Ding today. That's important. Okay, even not against Nepo, I understand that the opponent's level might be lower, but still, if you do things like he did today, you may lose at any level, almost. In a classical game, at least. 28 minutes, 22 moves, and well, yeah, now I don't know. I don't have any advice, by the way. Lots of mental pressure, that's true, lots of mental pressure. You can collapse, you can get heart attack, anything is possible. It's the very highest level, and a lot of work has been done, I guess, by both players. But the strange factor came yesterday at the press conference that Ding said I didn't prepare at all for the game. I was struggling with the pressure, I was struggling during the game. I was not even capable to calculate lines and so on. But maybe he should have spoken in a more confident manner. By his face, we can judge that he's having trouble, even without noticing the engine's evaluation. Also, guys, do you have any numbers? How many Chinese are following the match? Any idea? I mean, I know that the chess is not too popular in China, but they're having strong players and strong teams. But if you put these things aside, I mean, what can you say about it? Any numbers? It's a different thing, of course. Yeah, yeah, it's a different thing. Yep. Not sure. I think I haven't seen too much interest in China for the match. I haven't checked it, so I need the numbers. I guess if China is following at least partly, it's a huge thing, right? It's, I don't know, millions of people, and if it's somewhere in the main articles, in the main newspapers or main TV channels, but I have no idea. Let's be fair. We don't know much about Chinese covering the championship. Yeah. Okay, what is the move for Ding? When is it played, of course, also is the question. Yeah. Very sad. Yeah, to say that I'm frustrated is to say nothing, because I'm also a spectator in this case, professional spectator. Let's put it like this. But seeing the match without the fight is unpleasant. So there's only hope that Nepo gets too excited and the things might become complicated later on. Ding comes back to his usual state, but also the full collapse is possible. The tilting. I've said that the match will end before 14 games. I mean, in 14 games, let's say, without rapid, without tie breaks. I made this predictions to many chess sites and also news agencies and everyone, but the fact that he's collapsing was bishop c2. Yeah. Okay. Not even king h1. Bishop c2. Bishop c2, Roman. You understand, yeah? Bishop d3, rook e1, f5, bishop c2. Yeah, okay guys, it's about likes now. It's about likes. It's about likes of the stream, about likes of the channel, and about subscription. Not about the game. Sorry. Can't do much. I can go to Astana and lose more beautifully. More beautiful games. I'm ready. I'm ready to lose in a more beautiful manner. sacrificing something at least, you know, for the sake of beauty. Just a normal black tea. Visible? Is it visible? Or yeah, it's a black tea. I'm not sponsored by any tea. But it's a good tea. I like it. Yeah. Suit is ready, tickets are taken, ready to go. By the way, what happens if Ding declines to play the match? Am I playing with the same score? Or there is a rematch? Like 0-0? Or I can play with the same score? I'm just joking, guys. Most probably it will not happen, but still, when there's a chance, you can always speculate, right? Have fun. Also, Nepo may decline to play. He can, for example, say, this level is not for me. I decline to win the championship like this. I want the opponent that can lose more beautifully. And then I come up on the stage in a suit, no salts, I don't care. I'm completely fine, psychologically okay at the moment. Yeah, and I'll play something beautiful, some beautiful opening, and we'll play fast. And we'll collapse, but I will at least not make sad faces and not sit in the restroom. I'll be there on the stage, a lot of cameras, attention, fans around the world. All the advertisements are welcome. I can bring anything there, any company, good one. So just ready, just fine. Just fine. Just don't care. Bishop c2, knight c6. Not bad. Not bad. Second line of compy, bringing the knight into the game. Very, very classy. Knight is back to the game, of course, because the bishop was controlling the c4 pawn, so knight couldn't move, and now it comes back. Black had only one bad piece on a5. Bad in terms of, I mean, it could be bad, it could be good as well, because knight b3 was coming as an idea all the time. But now after bishop d3 c2, bishop d3 c2, I mean, he played bishop c2, then he played bishop d3, then he played bishop c2, which means that something is wrong already in the position. And now knight c6, he will play what, bishop b1 now, I don't know, king f1, giving d4, bishop e3, getting under f4, d5, self-destruction, e takes f5, knight takes d4. He will resign probably. I don't know, maybe he will resign simply. Bishop b1, f takes e4, bishop e4, f5. Black is completely winning. La la dam. No, Nepo will not do mistakes here. I don't say mistakes. What is the mistake here? How to do the mistake? How to do the mistake? No, the problem is that there is not a huge possibility of making mistake. 53 against 20, collapsing opponent, clearly a winning position. King on g1 is nothing. Look at the pieces: queen d1, rook e1, bishop d2, bishop c2. Another idea would be to bring the knight to e2 somehow, and king to b1, let's say. Just for the sake of beauty, to ask, okay, I resign, but can I just put my knight on e2 somehow and king on b1, let's say. And then it's beautiful, at least. At least it's beautiful. Tanay Kumar, how are you? Trimo? I don't know. Where were you? Okay. Mihar is asking, nice portrait. When do you go into the space? Before everyone else. Before Musk even. Before Gagarin. Before everyone else. It's just unknown facts about my biography. No chance for Nep to blunder. To blunder what exactly? What to blunder? Which piece? Which pawn? Which what? F takes e4. F5 is coming. D4 is hanging. Bishop e3. F4. D5. E takes D5 for F. Whatever. F takes e4 even maybe works. I mean anything. Bishop b1 takes and F5. G2 is hanging. F6. If white does nothing, Queen G7. Bishop D6. Mouse slip over the board. Yeah, that's a chance, but not possible. Yeah, probably. Yeah, of course it helps. Yeah, of course. Bishop G5. Finitos totales. Yeah, rook takes G5 wins, rook D7 wins, everything wins. Yep. Yeah, I also feel bad because it's not even a fight. It is at the moment it's a collapse. Collapsinho. Also together with this h3 thing, when you wanted to get your opponent out of book, you got it. You got a lot of time pressure and so on, and you were not ready to just take on c5 and at least make a draw with some slight suffering from your opponent and then go home and relax. Take the match, understand what's going on. 2 draws after 2 rounds, fine. Escaped in the first game, second put some pressure even with h3. Actually would be in a very nice mood. I don't see why this knight takes c5 wasn't played. I can't explain it, and it can be explained. I'm sure he will not explain it at the press conference, and he will be super upset about what he did today, and this is very sad because we don't get the fight in the match at the moment. We're having like one player show, and let's be fair, it's not even Nepos show at the moment. It's show of Ding and of his nerves. And it's sad because of this, because we don't get this even competition. There was no even competition, let's say, in the match of Anand against Carlsen. But at least it was fighting games all the time. It was a fight till the end, whatever it ended. Like with the huge score in Magnus' favor, he was winning a lot of and games and so on, simple ones, but still it was a fight. You could feel that it was a fight, good or bad, but he was making a great display, but it was strong. But now it's sad. And the music is sad as well. Just on time. So guys, don't forget the likes. There is still a slight, very low chance of getting 500 likes, but it would be cool. Yep. Okay, let's vote for rook g5. What is the chance that Nepo plays rook takes g5? Big chance, right? Huge chance, I would say. Yeah. F6, I don't know why, but rook d7 maybe it's just fine. Go just rook, bishop e7. Oh, I mean rook d7, sorry. By the way, even bishop e7 is like minus 30, 130 or something. F6. Also much better for black. Bishop f6, bishop e7, but still not necessary. Just rook d7. Practical move if you don't want to go knight g5, rook takes g5, and you know, get any kind of messy position. It's in rook g5 is in Nepo style to play here, and then knight takes d4 idea, bishop c5, queen f4, rook g8. Everything is just smashing white's position completely. But rook d7 is also a very human move. Rook d7, and there is no way more or less to save the position. Some bishop f6s, but there it's just nothing. Okay, bishop takes rook takes g5. Knight g5. Knight takes d4. Yeah, if he sees rook takes g5, knight takes g5, knight takes d4, he saw it, and it means that he thinks the position is completely winning because it was not necessary. He could go just rook d7 instead. He now thinks that he's completely winning. I mean, he now calculated everything, and it's just winning. Yeah. Queen h5 will be played, I guess. Queen h5. Otherwise, I don't see anything else. Queen h5. And then bishop c5 or bishop c5, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, queen h5 he will play, I think. He should. No, Jan without too much nerf is not the next level. I mean, he didn't do much today, let's be fair. I think it's just self-destructing Ding. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, f6 is just strong as well. He could play bishop c5. But okay, it's more than enough, yeah. f6. f6 also, to me, looks quite human. Bishop c5 is also quite human. f6 is just easy, just don't give this pawn immediately. You want to go bishop c5 and rook g8. So you decide with the knight. If knight retreats to f3, then just take on c2, rook c2. There is a b3 compis move, maybe f takes c4 is also possible directly, I don't know. Ding is in a lost position. Maybe he has to go knight takes h7 and play all in. Maybe he has to go with takes f5 and play all in. I don't know, but collapsito. Knight f3. To my compy, by the way, knight takes c2 is +4.5. The rest is also -3, so bishop c5 and sad game. Guys, stop watching the game, like the stream. Stop watching the game, just like the stream. Forget about today. The saddest game of many championships that I saw. Maybe the other sad game was Anand's win against Magnus, where he just forgot the theory, and Anand made a great display winning in the Queen's Gambit, was it? I think in like 20 moves or something in the match. And that was also sad for the white, for the black player. I think in 20 moves or something, Magnus lost. Knight c2, rook c2, bishop takes e4. Yeah. Yeah, it seems we will not make 500 likes. That's fine. Okay, guys. That's true. They're moving too fast towards victory of black here. Move 24. Position completely winning for black. No way to defend it. No chances for white. No chances for white. No, but Jan did mistakes and blunders. Well, not super fast, right? It was what, game 5 or 6 or something, no? It was completely different. Completely different. He was pressing on Carlson, he was doing things. I mean, at some point even it seemed that the draws are with his advantage. The draws are made with his advantage, with Jan's advantage. Now it's just a collapse in the first game, almost, and a complete collapse in the second. Complete collapse in the second. Yeah, you know, for the live commentary, it's even hard because you know what to say. You don't really understand what's going on and how to explain it. And the moves are like, you know, it's not a lively position with a lot of chances. White can play this, white can play that, and so on. Just one-sided. F6 wins, bishop e7 wins, rook d7 wins, bishop c5 wins, b3 wins, f takes e4 wins, f6 even sacrificing the pawn wins. Like, just completely lost position. And tons of thousands of ways of winning for black side, and time and facial reactions and, you know, expressions and collapsinho. Okay, rook d2. It's played. We're just witnessing the end of the game. Let's see. Rook c8 even, maybe, I don't know anything. Yeah. Okay, let's see the questions. Yeah, of course, rook c8, then bishop c5. c3 is also supported by rook c8. So rook c8, c3 is coming, c3, c2. Simply c3, c2. I will probably not stream 14 matches, especially I'm not sure there is 14 matches. I will stream just some of them, and I'll see if I stream the next. I'm really not that interested at the moment in the match. I'm just seeing the one person collapse, and unless he gets back into shape, there's nothing to talk about. We'll be one-sided, we'll be tilting, and we'll be questioning himself and his preparation, his team, friends, and everyone. Now I think he's laughing because such a ridiculous play is something beyond his understanding as well. It's just more terrible than he could expect. As white, getting this position out of the opening, completely fine, playable, interesting, and yeah. Nepo is relaxing now, I think. It's completely relaxed. Rook c8 is winning, anything almost else is winning, so bishop d6 is winning probably. I don't know, didn't check it. Bishop d6 with the idea of c3. No, he doesn't need to win with black next game. He just needs to press as white, maybe fine, and take his chances as black if there is, and if they are given by Nepo, and that's it. I mean, he defended quite well yesterday at some point, but the way he played before, was also quite close to collapsing. Was very close, and he found the problems for himself out of the opening just so fast. Now he's sitting over the board when it's not necessary at all. There is no point sitting over the board right now. He should have. He should have been sitting like ages ago, not now. Now it's. Now you sit over the board only if you want to resign, but not if you want to fight. Actually, if now he would be out of the board, I would understand that. That would be normal. But, I mean... Bishop d6, yeah. Completely winning. Yes. Yeah, it will be hard to come back after this. No, I think also about Ding being aggressive in the next games. No, he will just play some chess and should try not to collapse immediately. Should try to defend as black, then press as white, and just keep it calm and keep all the nerves. First of all, much better than he does at the moment. He needs really to come back to calmness. Calm Ding is what we need. Calm Ding in the situation to make the match exciting. Otherwise, it's just so one-sided. It's even sad to watch this way as a spectator. But of course, for the fans of Nepo, it's a great thing because they have Ding in this bad spirit and you know, going down and without any hope. Yeah. Well, it's not about the rest. It's not about the rest. It's about the feeling, right? And you never know, maybe playing is even better than getting the rest in this case. Because he now thinks what people think about him, about his ability to play the match, and so on and so on and so on. So it's... yeah. Crazy stuff. Knight d4, just c3, position is lost. Okay, let's just see if something happens till the very end of the game, but I don't think so. Yeah, let's go once again to this crucial moment of the game. Yeah, this was of course the way to play this position. Clearly. No risk, simple position. Bishop e4 is not a threat. It just draws the game in a very nice manner for black and with a precise play. Knight d7 can go anything, can go even, I guess bishop d2 is possible. Even, I guess bishop d2 is possible. Maybe. See, I don't know, bishop d2. Even bishop d2, yes, fine. Knight c5, some bishop b4. White is not risking anything. c6 is possible, maybe. Knight c6. Queen e2 with the idea of e4. This one is coming. So yeah. Yep. Yeah, rest day can backfire. In this case, maybe you are right. Maybe for him it's not bad. For him it's not bad now to understand what is he doing. To understand what's going on. But this fact that he came to the hotel, then he changed the hotel, then it's just like shaky in the first game, shaky at the press conferences. He's not telling good things. Especially today, if he would just say yesterday the things he said, and today he would just make a normal draw. That will be fine. That will be fine. What are the Hikaru comments on the game? Chinese music on the background, is it? Or only I'm getting this feeling? I think it's something Chinese, no? Some Chinese lounge music. Chinese Airlines lounge music. Yeah, I think this is the end. I'm just watching it calmly with music and you there watching with me, so yep. I would be happy to comment on something really incredibly interesting, but this kind of chess are only interesting for Nepo's fans, of course, and for Nepo himself. Yeah, but he also doesn't need the time here, right, guys? The time will not change anything here. It's just nothing. Yeah. 400 likes at least, guys? What do you think? Can we make 400 likes before he resigns? As a challenge? Not easy, right? And Chinese music is not stopping at the background. Like in the spa now, feeling like I'm in some spa. And they're trying to make me calm because I can't stand this game anymore and watch it. It's like a sad movie, never ending. Yeah, 400 likes are not easy from now. It's 367, 69 now. So 31 likes until Ding resigns. Thirty likes until Ding resigns. Calculating likes and the minutes and the seconds. 29. Likes are so hard to get, because he at least can do the move, then we get some chance, because Nepo will sink on one or the other move. Yes, it's sure, it's easier to make it to 400 likes than for Ding to draw this game. Yeah, that's true. 28 left. 27. I think that Jan is playing decent and Ding is playing very poorly. So then the level looks like Jan is playing amazingly and Ding looks really sad the way he plays, and especially what he talks about at the press conferences. That's also very sad. So the difference is too big, I mean, in terms of the play. And then it seems just one is playing super badly and the other is playing amazingly. Because of Barry said you need to bring boys here and likes will come easily. No, but that was not the point. I'm just trying to make my own streams for now, and I will see. Maybe I will bring someone, of course. But I don't have special goal for that. I just want to start streaming, get into it, and be back again more or less in the shape, and see how I deal with all this 4 or 5 hour streams. For now, it's around 4 almost in some moments, but. And some 30 minutes left for the 4 hour stream. 3.5 is also more than enough for me for now. But of course I would be happy to have some interesting game to comment on, and to be as long as I can here with you, and exchange opinions, answer chat questions, and also see a great fight and analyze, because now there is nothing to analyze here. Like knight goes to d4, just some c3 is possible, and then the pawn just marches to c2, and then it's just winning. There is bishop h2 in case of rook movements like this. Then the bishop can go there and just take maybe. So it's like completely lost. And king h1 to avoid all of the streaks is played, giving us a chance to get 400 likes. Yeah. King h1 played, and we're waiting for Nepo to come. Yeah, now c3 wins. Just, c3, bc, bc, rook somewhere. c2. I mean, Collapsinho at its best. It will not take long for Nepo to find this. Doesn't need even to find, just needs to come back to the table. 40 seconds. 24 likes to go, and it's move what? It's move it's also 14 moves to finish the control, but it's super sad for white. No, I think it's not better to resign and take rest, because he still has a day there to relax, full day off, and he needs to really get good care of himself and relax properly. Yeah, now Jan is back, and we have 21 likes to reach 400. This we can do it, I'm sure now. c3 played immediately. BC, rook d4. Just with no idea at all. c2. Just c2, and I think that the idea was maybe to play queen h6. But e5 and Rukito collapsinio, centralinio, totalmente, I would say. Because the c1 is there, like bishop a3 is there, anything totales. c2, 17 likes to 400 likes. The only goal of the few last hours of the stream, maybe 1 hour of the stream, is to get 400 likes and finish the story. 17 likes and maybe 100 subscriptions are not bad. That will be fine. Yeah. Okay guys, like the stream and let's go and relax together with Ding. It's ending very soon. In a few moments I think he will resign. He should cope with his mental state now. He's super upset. He has to find some composure. Needs some composure to resign. It's not easy. The match is going into Jan's hands pretty easily at the moment. After first game where he just really pressed at Ding, now he's winning the second. Clearly there is a rest day, a lot of rest days, which certainly favors Jan at first I thought, but in fact probably it favors in this case Ding. Queen h6 and now just e5, and Nepo is taking the victory home today without any fight from his opponent. Just a bad play by Ding. Just a very, very bad play by Ding. Ding is an amazing player, so let's not take all the count, him out of all the counts. No, he's a great player, certainly, and he's one of the best players in the world and so on, but at the moment of this match he just seems incapable of playing, incapable of putting resistance, incapable of showing his best. At the moment he's playing the worst chess that I can remember him play. No composure, getting into positions that he hates, unclear, strange positions with completely opposite colored castles and all that are not usual to him, and instead of playing dry style, which is not bad against Jan at all, slightly better positions, slightly some advantages in games or stuff that he should opt for, and now it's just something bad. Guys, 400 likes, let's make it before he makes e5 move. Fast. Likes. And let's go rest with Ding. Ding rest and we rest calmly. And prepare for the third game. Okay, e5. Finish. Yes, he resigned. So guys, that was an awful game. In any case, good game by Nepo, but a ridiculous game by Ding. Rare, ridiculous game by Ding, but completely upsetting to him and his team. Nepo wins a match game that doesn't look like a match game at all, and certainly he just converted the advantage that he got pretty easily out of the opening. And of course he gets a huge boost to his confidence, huge boost. H3 played in the opening, lost the game in 20 what moves? It's lost in what? 29 moves as white, no fight, and an upsetting rest day, and that's it. Yeah, and so the position is just completely bad, and you know, out of the opening with this f5s and all the things coming, very, 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 very upsetting. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I think that it was a pretty upsetting game for the chess fans, but not the fans of Ding-Nepomniachtchi, that are very happy now, I think, about especially Ding's mood and Ding's approaching of this, the way he approached this game. And the first two games of the match looks very, very promising for Jan. At this point, he gets a boost in confidence, he gets a rest day after he won a game, he's feeling good and fighting for the title. You get this kind of pleasant surprise in the first game, that you get the advantage out of nothing almost, and then you get winning position as black out of the opening, with Ding very upset with his facial expressions, with the fact that he's spending all of his time out of the cameras and not in front of the board, not over the board. So let's see what happens next. Thank you so much for watching this game with me, and I hope that I can come for the next games with the streams and we will watch it together. Thank you very much, and see you soon, guys. Bye bye. Thank you very much, and see you soon, guys. Bye bye.